Good day, viewers. I'm Aslam Tasminto, and this is a special report from APT News. Today's main story making headlines is the market thinks the Fed is going to start cutting rates aggressively. Investors could be in for a letdown. Markets seems to have taken this week's positive economic data as the all-clear signal for the Federal Reserve to start cutting interest rates aggressively next year. Indications that both consumer and wholesale inflation rates have eased considerably from their mid-2022 peaks sent traders into a frenzy, with the most recent indications on the CME Group's Fed Watch gauge pointing to a full percentage points of cuts by the end of 2024. That may be at least a tad optimistic, particularly considering the cautious approach central bank officials have taken during their campaign to bring down prices. The chief economist at Bristol ICAP, Lou Crandall, said that the case wasn't conclusively made yet. They were making progress in that direction, but they had not gotten to the point where they were going to say that the risk of leveling out at a level too far above the target has gone away. This week has featured two important Labor Department reports, one showing that consumer prices in aggregate were unchanged in October, while another indicated that wholesale prices actually declined 0.5% last month. While the 12-month reading of the Producer Price Index sank at 1.3%, the Consumer Price Index was still at 3.2%. Core CPI also started running at 12-month rate at 4%. Moreover, the Atlanta Fed's measure of sticky prices that don't change as often as such is gas, groceries, vehicle prices showed inflation still climbing at 4.9% yearly clip. Frandl said that they were getting closer. The data they had gotten that week were consistent with that what you would want to see as you move in that direction, but they hadn't reached the destination yet. The Fed's destination is a place where inflation isn't necessarily at its 12% annual goal, but is showing convincing progress that it's getting there. Fed Chair Jerome Powell said at his post-meeting news conference in September that what they decided to do was maintaining a policy rate and await further data. They wanted to see convincing evidence that they had reached the appropriate level. While Fed officials haven't indicated how many months in a row it will take of easing inflation data to reach that conclusion, 12-month core CPI has fallen each month since April. The Fed prefers core inflation measure as a better gauge of a long-run inflation trend. Traders appear to have more certainty than Fed officials at this point. Futures pricing Wednesday indicated no chance of additional hikes this cycle and the first quarter percentage point cut coming in May, followed by another in July and likely two more before the end of 2024, according to the CME Group's gauge of pricing in the Fed funds future market. If correct, that will take the benchmark rate down to a target range of 4.25% to 4.5% and will be twice as aggressive at the base Fed officials pencil in back in September. Markets then will have with extra favor how officials treats at their policy meetings on December 12-13. In addition to a rate call, the meeting will see officials make quarterly updates to their dot plot of late expectation as well as forecasts for gross domestic product, unemployment, and inflation. But pricing of Fed actions can be volatile, as these are two more inflation reports ahead before that meeting. Wall Street could find itself disappointed in how the Fed views near the policy cuts. Former Boston Fed President Eric Rosengren said Wednesday on CNBC's Squawk Box that they were not going to want to signal that it's the time to start talking about decreases in interest rates, even if Fed-funded futures already had that incorporated. Market enthusiasm this week was built on two basic supports: the belief that the Fed could start cutting rates soon, and the notion that the central bank could achieve its vaunted soft landing for the economy. However, the 2 points are hard to square, considering that such aggressive easing of monetary policy historically has only accompanied downturns in the economy. Fed officials also seem reticent to get too dovish, with Chicago Fed President Austin Goolsbee saying Tuesday that he sees a way to go before reaching the inflation target, even as he holds open a possible golden path to avoid a recession. Rosengreen said that a slower economy rather than a recession was the most likely outcome, but he will say that there was a certainly downside risk. The stock market rally plus the recent drop in treasury yields also pose another challenge for our Fed looking to tighten financial conditions. The chief global strategist LPL Finance Quincy Crosby says that financial conditions had eased considerably as markets projected the end of Fed rate hikes, perhaps not the perfect underpinning for a Fed that professes to keep rates higher for longer. Indeed, the higher for longer mantra has been a cornerstone of recent Fed communication, even from those members who have said that they are against additional hikes. It's part of broader feeling at the central bank that it doesn't want to repeat the mistakes of the past by quitting the inflation fight as soon as the economy shows any signs of wobbling, as it has done lately. Consumer spending, for instance, fell in October for the first time since March. For Fed officials, it adds up to a difficult calculus in which officials are loath to express overconfidence that the final miles is within sight. The economist who started at Boston ICIP in 1982, Cradle, says that part of the problem the Fed always had to deal with was that illusion of control. They could influence things, but they could not control them. There were just too many exogenous factors fitting into complex dynamics of the modern global economy. So he was moderately optimistic the Fed could achieve its own inflation goals. That was the little difference than being confident. That's all for the market thinks the Fed is going to start cutting rates aggressively. Stay tuned for further developments on this remarkable achievement. Thank you for watching APT News. Have a great day.